Cool. All right. Hello and welcome to Beginner Girls class with Coach Robin. Hopefully one of our last classes before we're able to open back up. TBD. We'll see how it goes. Today we have floor bars and vault. Yeah, floor bars and vault. And we'll get started once people actually join. So for those of you who don't know me, Coach Robin. Been doing this for like 7 weeks now, so hopefully you recognize me. Yeah. Anybody on yet?
No,
Okay,
nobody.
Well, I'll give it till 6:05 and then we'll get started even if no one's on. Alright. Still no one? Alright, well I guess I'll go ahead and get started because I don't want to wait too long, and whoever joins in will just join in wherever they come in with. No big deal. One person, alright, yay, welcome. We're just about to get started. As always, I just want to give it a couple more seconds. Once one person joins, usually another one does shortly thereafter. So we'll give it like 20 seconds. We'll see, and yeah. So we're gonna go ahead and get started. I'm gonna flip. It's 3 people. All right, perfect. So we're gonna go ahead and get started. I'm gonna come right here to get us started with our warm up. We're gonna start with some jumping jacks. You're just jumping. Try to keep your arms nice and straight so you're getting a big reach in your shoulders. $17, $18, $19, $20. Awesome. Oh, we're back down to one person. That's okay. All right, let's start our next movement with some just run in place. Try to go as fast as you can. Get your feet moving. Running for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slow it down. Let's take it into some skips. You can skip around if you want. Or you can do it in place. Totally up to you. Either way, try to get your knees up high. Get a big jump. Just like that. Maybe use your arms. Good. Just like that. Excellent. Alright, next we're going to do some twists. So you're just going to keep your arms bent. You're just going to twist side to side. Get some movement in your back. Four, 5. Awesome. And now I want you to run sideways. And I'm going to kind of go off screen, so I'm going to go this way. I'm just going to run out and back. Again. One more time. And there you go. Sideways up. Awesome. Alright, first thing we're going to do is do our warm up. So go ahead and start with some arm circles. We're going to start going backwards, both arms at the same time. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And circle the other direction. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Alright. Go ahead and take one arm, go straight across your chest, grab your wrist, and pull your straight arm towards you. Trying to get that nice good stretch in your shoulder. 9 and 10. Good. Switch to the other side. Grab that wrist and pull towards you for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Awesome. Now pick your arms up over your head and you're going to touch your back. Here, let's do, there you go, block the light. Grab the elbow and pull your arm behind your head. Again, trying to open up that that shoulder as much as you can. Get a nice good stretch. Feels great to move. I've been laying on my couch all day with my dog, so it's been very nice, but it feels great to move. All right, let's switch arms, straight back, touch your back, grab that elbow or your hands and pull it straight behind you. Three, two, one. All right. Next thing you're gonna do, we're gonna go down into a standing pike. So you stand, feet together, legs nice and straight. Reach your arms up towards the ceiling as high as you can. Try to make yourself nice and tall. Then you're gonna reach down, try to touch your toes. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Excellent. And today I'm going to change it up just a little bit, add a standing straddle. I love doing these, it feels great on my hips. So you're just going to stand in a small straddle, turn and reach down to one side. Feel that stretch all of your leg, mostly in your hamstring up at the top, up here. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Stand it back up, turn to the other side, and reach back down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Stand it back up. And this time you're going to reach down to the middle, and we're just going to, instead of holding it, you're going to swing up and down. So you're going to go like this, pulling mostly in your shoulders. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Awesome. Alrighty. Hand it back to the cameraman. Flip. Okay. Alright. Let's see. Now we're going to take it down into the floor, into butterfly. Even though I know nobody's on, I'm going to say this anyway. Leave it in the comments. Tell me where you're flying to. Where do I want to go today? Cameraman, you decide where we're going to fly today. New York! Alrighty. We've been watching a show based in New York, so I bet that's the basis of his decision. So, we're flying to New York. Gotta fly way up high to avoid the skyscrapers. And go ahead and reach your toes, your nose down to your toes. Keep your head down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Straighten your legs all the way back out, or all the way out in front of you. Point those toes super hard. Squeeze your legs as tight as you can. See if you can feel the muscles clenching in your legs. And you're going to put your arms up towards the ceiling and reach all the way down. Keep your head down looking at your knees. Make sure to keep your legs nice and straight, toes pointed. And we're going to hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Excellent. Go ahead and go into a big old straddle, and we're going to start by keeping one hand on the floor, lifting the other hand over your ears to reaching out like so. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Back up, other hand down, and reach over. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Awesome. And now you're going to walk your hands out to the middle, down as far as you can. Try to keep your toes and knees pointed up towards the ceiling. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. This time, instead of leaving one hand down, we're going to put both arms up in your ears, turn to the side, and reach over as far as you can. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Arms back up tall, turn to the other side, and reach. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Alright, this time to your straddle split. You're going to stand it up just a little bit, put those hands on the floor right in front of you. slide your feet out as far as you can. If this is as far as you can go, awesome, stay right there. Or you can try to put your elbows down on the ground, and that'll kind of force your legs to go out farther until eventually, hopefully someday, you're all the way down, go into a nice comfy pancake and take a nap. I'm not even kidding, I've actually taken naps like that. All right, back. We're gonna sit up onto your knees and put whichever leg you want to start with straight out in front. As I always say, if your leg is starting straight out in front and your hip is directly over your knee, that sets you up for a perfect position for your lunge to stretch out your hip. So make sure you're in line, hips are facing straight. And you're pushing forwards as much as you can, getting that stretch real good there. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Straighten your front leg, you're going to point your toe way up towards the ceiling and reach your arms all the way down to your feet or to your foot, and keep your head down towards your knee. Hold for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Leave your hands on the floor right where they are. Leave that back leg where it is and slide only that front foot as far forwards as you can go. If all you can go is like this, then just hold yourself up right there. If you can go farther, of course, please do. You want to go as far as you're able to. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Alrighty. Sit back up on your knees. We're going to go to the other leg, straight out in front, and lunge forwards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Straighten and repeat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And slide it down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Perfect. Awesome. All right, next thing that we're going to do is stretch out your wrists. Go ahead and shake them out. Get them nice and loose, ready to stretch. This is fun. All right, I'm going to sit up on my knees because it gets me a better angle. So all you're going to do is point your hands up, palms towards the ceiling, point them down to the ground, and push into the ground, making sure to push down real hard so you get that stretch in your wrist right there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Flip them over. A couple more seconds like that. Stretch is totally different. So, alrighty. Oh, I want to do ankle. Alright, so for this one, I'm going to go to the side so you can kind of see the angle here. So on this one, you're just going to push your heel down into the ground. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Kind of slower though. And then switch sides. And then both feet at the same time. Alright. And very last, we're going to do your bridge. So you're going to lay down on the floor. Bend your knees, put your hands by your ears, and you're going to push your tummy up towards the ceiling. Try to get your feet together, straight if you can, but no worries if not. Then you're going to let it back down. with our warm-up, we're gonna start with some candlestick rolls. So a candlestick roll is essentially pretty much, sort of, kind of the same thing as that rock and roll that we just did. Main differences are that you're not gonna hug your knees, your legs are gonna be straight, and your toes go up towards the ceiling instead of not. So, since y'all are beginners, we're gonna keep your hands down by the side so that they are balancing you by staying on the floor. And like I said, your toes point straight up at the ceiling. You don't have to hold it. I really just want you to focus on keeping your legs super tight together and and focusing on standing up without separating your feet. So it's gonna look like this. So I'm gonna start with my arms up, but as I sit, they're gonna fall down to the ground, okay? Just like that. So I'm gonna go from this side so you can see how my legs stay together the whole time. Never come apart. Okay, so you're gonna do 5 of those. I already did 2, so I'm gonna do 3 more, and maybe you can do the other 5 while I'm going, okay? Oh, that was 3. Oops. 4. All right, I did 6, whatever. Alright, next thing that we're going to do is try to do exactly that with 1 foot. So for this one, I want you to go over, stand by a wall, a couch, a tall dog, I don't know, anything you have on hand that you can kind of help you push up with. I'm going to use this beam. So instead of coming up with my feet together, I'm going to try to go both at the same time. I mean, with 1 foot. So go here, stand it up, use the beam to help me stand up. And then go again. 2, and do 5, 3, 4, 5. And then I'm going to do 5 on the other side. This is kind of hard. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Awesome. Those are hard. Alright. Next thing that you're going to do is, so for this, I'm actually going to ask you to go grab your parent, your sibling, whoever you have on hand, and you're actually going to use them to help you with a forward roll. If you have, I don't know what you could use, but if you can figure something out of how you can use something other than a person for this, leave it in the comments. I'd love to know how you did it. But what you're going to do is a forward roll, and then you're going to try to stand up on 1 foot using someone to help you. So, of course, the only person here is my cameraman. I can't ask him to help me if he's holding a camera. So I'm just going to kind of show you how I would do it. Why am I so out of breath? I'm not sick. I'm just tired. I've been laying down all day, okay? Alright. So I'm also talking really loud while I'm moving. So that'll do it. Alright, so like I said, you're going to forward roll and reach your arms up as you stand up with 1 foot. Whoever's helping you is going to pull your arms, help you stand up. So it's going to look on your part essentially like this. Okay, so you're pulling up. And then, of course, if I'm the one helping, I'm reaching to their hands, pulling them up, just like that. Okay? So I'll give you about 30 seconds to do 5 of those. Actually, I'll give you 1 minute to do 10 of those. And I want you to do 5 on your left foot, 5 on your right foot. Setting my timer for 1 minute. Go. Still going on? One person, awesome. All right, so you're doing those 1 foot rolls with help. Has the one person been on the, 2 people? Awesome, so since someone else just hopped on, I'll show you one more time what I want you to be doing right now. So, did they leave again? No, cool, yay. Okay, so you're doing a 1 foot front roll and having a parent or someone help you stand up. So it's gonna look like this. And you're pulling whoever's helping to stand up using only 1 foot. You're gonna do 5 on one side, 5 on the other side. Just giving you about 30 more seconds to do those, and then we'll move on. Yeah. Three people, awesome, hello. So since another person just hopped on, I'm gonna show you one more time what you're gonna be doing. Just a forward roll, using someone to help you stand up so you're on 1 foot. You're gonna do 5 on one side, 5 on the other side. Then as soon as you're done with those, we will move on. Why does this keep pausing? I'm assuming your time was up a little bit ago, but it's fine. So I gave you about a minute to do 10 of those, and with that, we will go ahead and move on. Next thing that we're gonna do is some levers. So for this one, I want you to find a couch, a bed, a tall dog, whatever you have that you can, that's about knee to hip high. Anywhere in that range is okay. Closer to hip is better, so maybe like mid-thigh would be best. But of course, I understand you might not have anything specifically that tall, so really anything works. The whole point of it is just so you know when you're about horizontal. So for those of you who may not know or have forgotten, a lever, you start on your favorite foot, arms are straight up in your ears. You're gonna reach down till you're about horizontal with the floor and then come back up. That's a lever in and of itself, just that. I want you to do 5 of those. If you have something you can use, then you're just going down till you touch it and then you come back up. You don't have to hold it. You're just tapping, coming straight back up. The primary thing to focus on with this is keeping your arms and legs flat. Imagine yourself like a board. Pretend like there's a 6x4 connected to my fingers all the way down to my toes. I cannot move because that 6x4 is completely flat. I'm saying that right. 6x4, that's a big plank of wood, right? 2x4. 2x4, that's what I meant. Yeah, so you get a 2x4 stick connected, tied on, I don't know. You're in a straight line, going flat down, flat back up. The most common thing I see is the arms go down but the foot doesn't, or the foot goes too far up, or you just get lazy and end up like this. That's not a lever, any of those. So be real careful to keep yourself nice and flat. You're trying to be parallel with the floor. Again, you're only doing 5 of those. I'm hoping that in the time I've been talking, you have finished those. If not, finish those up as I go into our next thing. So, second thing that you're gonna do, pretty much the same as, well, it's not pretty much the same. You're just adding on a step after that lever. So you go lever, and then touch the floor, and if you want, you can add a hop, and then you're gonna come straight back up. Going lever, hop, and back up. Notice that even in my hop, I'm still staying more or less straight, okay? So if I were to go all the way to a handstand, I'm in that same position, toe to ears the whole time. That was a really good handstand. At least it felt like it. I don't know if it looked like it. So let's do 5 of those. The lever with a hop. If you want to add the tap, you're welcome to. If you want to try it on your opposite leg, feel free to do that too. There's never any harm in practicing both legs. It'll probably help you with cartwheels, to be honest, so there's a plus. Yeah, go ahead and finish those up. I'm gonna get some water. And then we will we'll transition into what I have for bars. So, just like with trampoline, it's kind of hard to teach bars without the equipment needed for it. So, unless you have a bar at home, in which case you are extremely lucky, it's pretty hard to do bars without a bar. So what we're going to be doing, just like I said last week with trampoline, I want to focus more on the strength aspect of what you'll need when we come back, especially since, fingers crossed, that'll be fairly soon. I have no idea though. But for bars, it takes a lot of muscle. Non-surprisingly, I mean, look at the stuff we do there. Chin pullovers, kips, back hip circles, shoot-throughs, mill circles, giants, flyaways, all these crazy words you probably don't know what mean. All you know is the chin pullovers, and as you know, those are really, really, really hard to learn because it takes so much upper arm strength, stomach strength, and honestly, even leg strength. You wouldn't think so, but it kind of does. So what we're going to do is focus on kind of those areas. So first thing we're going to do is sit-ups. Now with this, it's hard, for any conditioning really, it's hard to put a number on how many you should be doing because everyone is different. You might be really, really strong for your age, you might be a little slow or slower development, you might be right where you need to be. It doesn't matter. The whole point is that you're working and that's it. You're trying your best. So I want you to try to shoot for about 15, but if you can't quite make it to 15, that's okay. Just do as many as you possibly can. If 15 is too easy for you, keep going. Try to get to 20, 30, 40, 500. I don't know. I think I had a kid do like, let's see, what's the highest? I want to say about 150, but that was one of my intermediates. So, yeah, just do as many as you possibly can. For the sake of today's workout, I am only going to do 15 because that's what I would have you do in class if we were here. So, you can always put your feet under something, have someone hold your feet if you can't really sit up all by yourself. So literally all you need to do is lay down, come all the way up. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 5 more, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Awesome. All right. So there you go, 15 sit-ups. Again, if you can do more, please do so because doing 15, if it's easy, is not going to make you any stronger. That is muscle, that is strength that you already have. You are not gaining anything from doing something that is easy, except maybe practice. But who needs practice doing sit-ups? It's easy. The hard part is having the muscle to do the sit-ups, right? So, next, what we're going to do is a Superman lift. These are going to help you with casts and then hence back hip circles once you get there. Casts are very, very important for literally everything on bars. So, all you gotta do is lay with your man and tummy, legs straight behind you, arms straight out in front of you. You're gonna lift up off the ground and lower back down. That's it. We're gonna do 10 of those. And just like with the sit-ups, if that is too easy, keep going. Do as many as you possibly can, okay? So I already did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, don't forget to breathe, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right. So there you have it. Those are fairly easy. 10 is not a big number for those. So like I said, if you can do more, please, please, please do. I am lowballing here. I want you to do as many as you can. I know for a fact I've never ever in any of my classes had a student barely able to do 10. Everyone's able to do at least 10 or more. So, because your back is a lot stronger than you think it is, I promise. I mean, hey, it supports you every day, right? All right, next thing that we're gonna do is toe raises. So for this one, all you need is your feet and the floor. So you're gonna stand on your feet, try to keep your legs together, and you're just gonna go up onto your toes, just like that. It's a bit harder if you squeeze really, really tight. As you do it, you'll feel the burn a lot faster. So if you want to do less but get more out of it, do that. If you want to do more, just work on like what's the word I'm looking for? I don't know what the word I'm looking for is. Repetition, I guess. Doing it a lot of times. I don't know. It'll come to me like in the middle of the night, I'm sure. But so you can have your feet a little bit farther apart and just going up to your elevate like that. On this one, just be really careful not to let your feet go out or turn in, especially the out. That's gonna cause bad ankles in the future. Not fun, I promise. So for this one, especially, everyone does them differently. Everyone has a different limit. I want you to try to shoot for about 20. If you can get to 20 easily, keep going. If 20 is a little out of reach for you, just do your best, okay? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Remember, these should be nice and slow. You don't want to bounce, because then you're just bouncing. Those don't count, okay? So it's up and all the way down. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. All right. Next thing that we're gonna do is a plank hold. So for this one, we're actually gonna do 2. We're gonna do 2 sets of 30 seconds. So I'm gonna set my timer for 30 seconds. Is anyone still on? One person? All right, awesome. So I'm gonna set my timer for 30 seconds. For a plank hold, all you gotta do is go onto your elbows, kind of like a push-up hold, like this, except easier because you're on your elbows. I'm actually gonna put my elbows on this thing though because the pocket hurts. So on this one, you just wanna make sure your hips stay nice and flat. Don't go up like this. It's okay to have your feet separated a little bit. Just, don't go like this because that's weird. But yeah. All right, ready, set, go. More seconds. Awesome. That's 30. So I'm going to give you about 30 more seconds to do that one more time if you want to. If 30 seconds was enough for you and you don't think that you can go for another 30, that's cool. You can take a little break, get some water, or try to hold it as best you can. If you fall before the 30 is done, no biggie. Alright? So I'm gonna get some water, setting my timer, ready, and go. Alrighty, that is 30 seconds. Excellent work on that. You made it all the way through virtual 5s, doing great. Next thing that we're gonna do, kind of a fun one. I actually learned this in a workout that I did recently. So all you need for it is some kind of small object. I'm gonna use this Sharpie. What you're gonna do is spell out the entire alphabet or your name, whichever one, totally up to you. I'm gonna use my name, because I don't feel like doing the whole alphabet again. It's kind of hard. It's harder than it seems. So you take your small object, anything that is lightweight, can hold in your hands, doesn't have to be a marker, it can be literally anything. And you're going to spell out the alphabet or your name in big, giant, capital letters using your entire body. So if I were to do an A, I would start down here, go all the way up, all the way back down, go to the middle, draw that line. There you go, that's that capital A, right? For a B, I'd go up, big hoops, using my whole body to move, okay? So again, I don't really entirely feel like doing the entire alphabet again. I did it last night. It was fun, but hard. So I'm just gonna use my own name. You can do the same. So should I do Coach Robin or just Robin? Just Robin. Okay. I can't read your lips.
Coach.
Coach. Just Coach?
No, both.
Coach Robin. Darn. Cameraman says Coach Robin. Okay, here we go. So I'm gonna start way up here. Big giant C, using my whole body. C. O. A. C. H. And starting with my name. R. O. B. I. Down, bottom line, in. There we go, Coach Robin, just like that. So, the longer your name is, the better. So, if you have a real short name, like Joe, use your first and last name. If you have a really short first and last name, spell it out twice or use the whole alphabet. Alright. Need one more arms. Alright, so for arms, we're going to do some dips. So you can do this on the ground. You're going to put yourself in a tabletop position. So your feet and hands are on the ground. Lift your booty up, and you're just going like that. If you have something you can put your hands up on to be more elevated, then you're going to put your feet out in front of you and use that. I prefer to do it like this. I think it's easier on the shoulders and gets you the same workout. So I'm going to do it on here. We're going to do 15 of these, 1, 5. As with anything else, if that's too easy, keep going, okay? Five, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Awesome. Alrighty. Let's do one more arms. What else can we do for arms? Oh, well, this isn't arms, but we're going to do it anyway. This is more abs, but you can turn it into an arms thing as well by adding some weight. So we've got these awesome weight balls here at the gym. Literally a ball of weight that I'm going to use. If you don't have anything that has some weight to it, you can use your baby sister, baby brother, dog, if it's small enough. Yeah, I don't know. Pop top, be careful. Whatever you use, be careful. Or, you know, you can just use a sock. Doesn't matter. But what you're going to do is sit in this kind of hollow position with your knees bent, and you're going to take the ball or whatever you're using, switch it to the other side, back and forth. So back and forth is 1. 2, so make sure you're touching it to the floor every time, okay? 3, we're gonna do 10. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Alright. And I do want to do one last arm thing. simple with some push-ups. Now, I have had the occasional student who claims that they don't know how to do push-ups. So just to be very clear, literally the only movement you need to do push-ups is to move your elbow. That's it. Okay? So if your child is saying that they don't know how to do push-ups, ask them to go like this and then say, yes, you can. So you can make it easier by going onto your knees. That's how I do push-ups. There's no shame in that. I resent everybody who calls them girl push-ups. They're just simply easier version push-ups, okay? So hands are directly underneath your elbows. And like I said, you can go to your knees or make it harder up on your feet, and you just go down and up. That's it. Just make sure you're not going like a worm. You know, your whole body should move all at the same time. And there you have it. That's a push-up. So I just want you to do as many as you can. Again, let's try to keep it challenging, but also realistic. So don't tell yourself you're going to do 500, because that is doubtful. Try to shoot for 10, maybe 15. And of course, if you can do more, do more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 14, 15. All right. And you know what I should have said a second ago is that I resent the term girl push-ups, not people who say it. I don't resent you if you say it. I just resent the term. So that is it for bars. That is all I've got for you. What? 3 people? Awesome! Yay, hello. Welcome back if you were the 3 from earlier. I don't know. We just finished up with bars. Now we're going to move on to vault. So for vault, you're just going to need some space to run and jump. So if you're upstairs in a 2nd or 3rd floor apartment, be careful with this. You don't want to disturb your downstairs neighbors. That's why I come here to do this. So first thing that we're going to do is some high knees. So all you need to do for this is literally lift your knee up high. It's in the name, high knees. Okay, so you're going to run in place, or you can travel if you want to. It works the same either way, but you're going to run in place with your knees way up high. We're going to go for about 20 seconds. Setting my timer for 20 seconds. And I kind of want to go up on the bouncy floor because it's hard on this floor. All right, ready, set, go. I did so many of these yesterday. Is a nice, powerful run. If you watch Simone Biles on YouTube or whatever, you do not see her running towards the vault like this. She just would not be able to do that many flips in the air like that, right? So you need a big, powerful run. And so that's what these running drills are for. The next one is butt kicks. Kind of the opposite of the high knees. Instead of bringing your knees up high, bring them back. Try to kick your bottom with your foot. So again, we're going to go for about 20 seconds. And if you want to travel, it looks the same as if you're not. So totally up to you. Either way, we're going to go for 20 seconds. Ready, set, go. Practicing the actual motion for vault. So of course you don't have a springboard. So if you want to set up some kind of markers that can tell you how long the springboard is. The one we use, when it's standing up, comes to about here on me. So that means it's about that big-ish. So try to set something up that's about 3 feet tall, or 3 feet far apart from each other. I mean, if you don't really want to deal with all that, that's fine, but it's good practice, because in beginner class, the main problem that I see is that students aren't able to jump from 1 foot onto 2 feet at such a long distance. So that's really what I want you to practice while we're away. So I'm actually just going to use from this floor to the line as my distance. Even though it's going up, that's fine. So it's a springboard. So I'm going to just use this area to run, but we're not running yet. I want to practice just a step. So first things first, I want to practice just that step onto 2 feet. So you start on 1 foot, then you jump and land on 2 feet. It's just like that. So you can start like your bad foot out in front, or you can start standing on that bad foot, whichever one you prefer, and just jump and land with your feet together. Try to hit the floor if you are in a place where you can do so nice and hard, so you can hear that bang. If you're, like I said, in an upstairs apartment or something, please don't disturb your neighbors, okay? So just jump, feet together. If you want, you can add the arms up in your ears. So as this jump is called your hurdle, in case you didn't know that. So as you're hurdling, you want your arms to swing up, just like they would on vault, so that they're ready for you to do whatever jump you're doing. So you're gonna go up and land just like that. And once you feel like you've got that down really, really good, then you're gonna add a punch. The punch is the bounce, the part that you get from the springs on the springboard. So you go up and jump. Now I'm gonna try to make it that whole distance that I said I was gonna use. Just like that. So when you feel ready, you can take it a couple steps back and add a little run into it. Just like so. Just remember, well, everyone's different, but typically, in my experience, people leave off the floor on their bad foot. At least I do. I don't know. It's just natural for me. So as you run, you want to leave off the same foot every time, just for that muscle memory. But if not, it's not that big a deal, as long as you're able to get it like that every time. So as you can tell, that punch is essentially a stretch jump. So next thing that we're going to do is practice just your jumps without the running and the punch and the hurdle and all that. So just your regular jumps, you're going to do 3 of each. So we're going to go stretch jump, freeze, stretch jump, freeze, stretch jump, freeze. And then we're going to take it into straddle jump or tuck jumps. In beginners, we typically do it with your hands on your hips. So that's how we're going to practice it. Just jump up and freeze. 2, last one. Just like that. And then we're going to do 3 straddle jumps. Again, in beginners, we typically do these with your hands on your hips. So again, that's what we're going to do here. So we go up and 1, 2, 3. And then you're going to add the run back in, and you're going to try to do it all together. Stretch and freeze. That's a terrible freeze. Then you can try a tuck. Like that. And then a straddle. Boom. There you go. So take a minute or two, do about 3 to 5 of each jump with the run punch, or just standing if you're not in a space where you can. Either way, you're just getting that practice. I need water. Terrible. Terrible. Alright. And the last thing I'm going to leave you with is our game. So I always like to end it with a fun game that you can do at home. It's just something fun for you to do. You can change it up however you want. What? Oh. Anyway, so our game for this week is what I call it, spinning graces. So essentially, it's like how you might play spin the tail on the donkey. You're gonna pick a starting point and an ending point. And you can do this as a race where you're going 2 people at a time, or you can race against yourself, set a time, time yourself, see if you can beat your time every time. So all you gotta do is spin around really fast 10 times, and then you're gonna try to run to the ending point as fast as you can. Now, that in and of itself is pretty hard because you get dizzy real fast. But if you would like to add some obstacles, you can add, some socks, a t-shirt, cone, whatever you've got laying around that won't be bad for you to jump over, pillows, pillowcase, I don't know, whatever you've got. And you're gonna try to add some challenge by trying to hop over, leap over, whatever you want to do to make it a little more challenging. So I'll do it once just for the fun of it. I'm gonna get dizzy after like 2 turns, but here goes nothing. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yep, this is, oh, I'm so dizzy. Okay, made it. Hey, where am I don't know. Anyway, I'm still so dizzy. This walking is hard. That's fun. So yeah, have fun with that. You can race against yourself, race against each other, make a Zoom call, race against your friends. I don't know. Just have fun with it. I hope you enjoyed the class, and I will see you next time.